If your sciatica is bothering you again and again, then you are in the right place with this video. We do the 3 most important exercises for sciatica problems, and we start right away. Please join in. Stand up and now do the following. Please go with the affected side. So assuming you have a sciatica problem on the right, then you do it with your right leg back, like I'm showing. If you have the problem on the left, then you do it on the left side. If you then have both sides, you have to alternate right and left doing the exercise. Go back with your right foot, and take your right hand to your lower buttocks, and put your left hand over your navel. Why are we doing this? So that you get a feel for what's happening with your hip now. If you now go into the stretch, forward first with the straight leg, then hold there, then your right hand pushes your buttocks forward, and your left hand tries to persuade your torso to overstretch backwards from the navel, so to speak. And if you slowly do more and more of this, then you will feel a stretch on the inside of your thigh at the front of your groin. And that stretch is exactly the stretch we want because it stretches the hip flexor. Goes one groin forward. You also have to stand comfortably. It shouldn't be strenuous. You have the other leg in front. You stand and keep pushing forward and focus entirely on having this stretching feeling in your groin. And now do this. Now tense your right leg as if it wanted to slide forward over the floor with its foot. Do you notice that exactly where the stretch is? There is strength in it. Now you are tensing your hip flexor in its stretched length. And he likes that a lot because he gets used to being nice and flexible and yielding, and not so shortened as it is trained every day by sitting. Whether we want to or not, it just happens when we sit. That's why we have to do something about it. We just do it that easily. Yes, let go of that sliding tension again, that sliding tension that you triggered, so to speak. Go further into the stretch, and then do it again. Slide forward with your foot again. Relax everything again. Relax everything again. Go a little further into the stretch. And again you slide forward again. Let go and go further into the stretch. And that's enough for now. Slowly come out of it. Feel a little bit inside, and it could be that it already feels a little freer here at the front. And on we go with the second exercise on the chair. Go far enough forward on your chair and stretch out your left leg so that we can first try how mobile you are. Now put your right foot up here and feel how it is. If it's loose, slide a little further up. Assuming you only get up to here, then stay exactly here. Hold on to your leg firmly and do the exercise in this position. But hopefully if not, it's not bad either. Then it will work a few days later anyway. Pull your leg over your knee. And now as your left leg bends more and more, push up with your right foot. You can adjust this exactly. I'll go all the way up. So that's a good basic position. But if you only get up to here, then practice at this angle where the leg isn't pushed up so high yet. Otherwise, set it so that you are sitting well now. And now look, now I have my left hand at my right ankle, my right hand is here on the shin, and the forearm is resting on the knee. And there's a reason for that, because I want you to press your right knee down now by simply exerting pressure from your shoulder. Yes, only as much as it is still bearable. Okay, if you have that, if the knee doesn't go down any further because it's already stretching quite a bit, you can probably feel it in your hip, right inside, then stop there. And now we focus on the lower back and go into a hollow back. Did you hear that right? Now we want to have the hollow back for once, because it's useful for the exercise. Because if we now go into the hollow back, You'll probably already feel it pulling in your buttocks. And then we slowly go further and further forward. And then you'll feel, oh yes, now there's a stretching feeling in your buttocks. It's probably even so that this stretching feeling is exactly where your sciatic nerve always feels. Then you've almost won. But if it's not like that, you still haven't lost by a long shot. Yes, everything is fine. And now you breathe deeper into the stretch. That means, again, the navel is important now. The navel wants to go forward. That means not that your back rounds and bends forward, but your back stays straight. You want to stay in the hollow back and now practically go further and further forward in the hollow back and directly release the stretch most intensely. Not too intense, but so intense that you can just bear it well. Keep going further forward. And now we tense against it. We tense now, if that's still possible for you. If not, leave it out. The stretch is already super good without it. But the icing on the cake comes now through strength training. A big icing on the cake. You press with your right foot out of leg strength against your knee. Really press against it and let go again and go further into the stretch and press against it again and let go. Go further into the stretch and press against it again. Let go and go further into the stretch. And then you come out again and sit down and move around a bit freely. For the third exercise, go to a mat or put a cushion or pillow under you, because you're going to one knee now. And that's why it's important that the knee feels comfortable. We want to relax during the exercise. Yes, you go on all fours. And for the right leg, attention, if the left is your problem, then do it the other way around. For the right leg, the exercise is as follows. We go with our hands so far over, and with our torso so far over, that the right knee comes below your body center. Yes, so just go over from here and now a little forward, so that you are with your knee in the middle, but a little below the hip joints or hip joint. And then carefully lift your left leg up and stretch it back, so that all the power of your weight goes onto your right thigh. And you probably already feel that it pulls exactly into the spot where then ischias always makes itself felt. Optimize it again by going a little forward, a little backward, a little further out with your hip, maybe a little further in. You will find a spot where you feel that I have the greatest stretching feeling there. And that's exactly where you stay. That's exactly where you stay. And now gravity presses your thigh into your hip joint, so to speak, so that your muscles where the sciatic nerve is pinched. Maybe you've heard of piriformis before? Piriformis gap. And now we stretch right into it and make this bottleneck free by doing so. Yes, the previous exercise we made the whole buttocks free, and this one is specifically for this one muscle layer where it usually pinches. You breathe nicely in and just let gravity work. And you notice, the longer you are inside, the more this feeling comes. This stretching feeling. If it should be too strong, just put your left foot on and relieve a bit, so that you get exactly the intensity that is just bearable again. Yes? So, which feels just good and comfortable again. You can adjust it exactly. And here we steer a bit again. But only do it if it works. If not, just stay like this. The exercise usually has a really good effect, but if you like, then lift yourself up from your thigh now. as if the buttocks wanted to lift up away from each other. And then you'll feel something tensing up in your buttocks. This is exactly where we want to make this musculature nice and flexible so that the sciatic nerve can perform its function unhindered there. Yes, tense up again and again a bit. You might see a very small movement on my thigh when I always tense up, release, and tense up and release again. If you don't see it, lift yourself up a little bit, like a millimeter. That's enough already. Then go back down again, and then slowly come out again. Always move slowly. And now I have another after-work sciatica exercise for you. After work, because I say, take a Mediball preferably. And now you just sit on it, yes? May seem strange to you, but has a very, very important function because now you roll as far as until you feel, now I'm exactly at the right spot. I've already found it for me. Maybe you have too. Now I'm exactly at the spot where I felt the stretching feeling during the last exercise just now. And there you just roll now with very small spirals. You do a fascia roll massage and make sure that metabolism is stimulated there, that everything can spread well. And this is a measure I always say. Every movie on TV, no matter how bad it may be, becomes a good movie if you sit on the ball while watching it and do something for your buttocks at the same time. Yes? That is a private special tip from me otherwise. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, please do so. Definitely activate also the bell, and comments always welcome thumbs up. I'm very happy about that, and remember, pass on this information. Share the video and tell people about it so they can deal with their sciatica. Bye.